Hello, my name is Agathis and I'm online, and welcome back to our Let's Play of A Sunless Sea, our slightly Lovecraftian adventure through the steampunky, dark, mysterious seas of fallen London. Now, when we last left off, we had just returned to London from a fairly long voyage. We had handed in a bunch of cargo and favours and intel. So we're doing reasonably well with our money. We have 1,000 echoes. Our goal, really, is to get to a point where we can afford another ship. Now, we're currently using this ship, which is the basic ship that you get with the game. It has a deck gun, an auxiliary item, a bridge item, and engines. Most of which we don't really use. We don't really have any auxiliary items. We could get a bridge item. A bridge item would be a lamp, for example. You can get a lamp, which helps a bit. +1 mirrors. Yeah. What kind of stuff is auxiliary? There's not many things that are auxiliary. You can get the clay men. That gives you extra engine power and iron. Is that it? Can you get anything else in auxiliaries? Not as such. No, that's a bit boring. Okay. But so we could look at buying this Lampard class cutter. It looks about the same size. It has a lower hull capacity, a lower hull health, lower hold capacity. It's lighter, so it's probably going to be faster. It has half the amount of quarters for crew, which is not very good. You get a penalty to iron, but a bonus is to mirrors and veils. But it does have a forward gun slot, which is nice. And we would need 2,000 echoes to buy that. But I think really what we're going for is this. This is what we need next. This Corvette. 200 hull, which is more than double what we've got now. Same hold capacity. It's heavier, so I guess it'll go slower. But it does have more crew space. And a slight bonus to iron. And a forward deck slot, which is good. So we need to generate 3,000 echoes somehow. And the merchant class cruiser and the frigate and the dreadnoughts are just beyond us, to be honest. That's something to worry about another time. So what to do? We don't have any specific objectives right now. There were no particular things that people wanted doing. Nobody wants anything taken to Polythreme or Palmerston. The Admiralty wants us to go somewhere that we haven't found yet. The Admiralty wants us to go to... where? Avid Horizon, somewhere to the northeast of London. We haven't found that yet, but there can't be many places where that is. To the northeast of London. Well, this is northeast of London. And we still haven't found it yet. So it might be right here, and we wouldn't know it. So, I think what we're going to do is we will just do a kind of a long port tour. Try and have some adventures along the way. We'll head into Bad Stevens. We'll go to the lightship here. Go to Quaker's Haven. We'll go down to the harbour, Cumain Canal. We'll go down here. Funding station. See if we can collect these. Back round and then to the salt lines to pick up a load of rock that we can transport back, I think. We're going to buy 2 more supplies, maybe? Actually, maybe... Let's buy some fuel. 1, 2, 3 fuel. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, 10 supplies. 15 fuel. That'll be plenty. Hopefully we'll get that back somehow. And off we go. We still have this person who wants to borrow a diving suit. I'm not inclined to let them. I think I'm worried about this. Yeah. If we don't give it a suit, she'll just jump in without a suit. I'm thinking that we need a submarine to do that properly. If we get a submarine, maybe it'll be better. We'll see. We'll go to the lightship. We have to be a little bit careful about terror. If it's a long trip, then terror can build up. Recurring nightmare. Yeah, we've had some nightmares. Straightforward challenge. Yes. We succeeded, we gained a terror, we lost a menace, we lost a restful night. A nightmare's end, a weight has lifted, your dreams have passed. That's good. Isn't it? I've lost a terror. Cool. A lightship. We'll speak to the crew, give them some news. We lose 5 terror. We gain a sea story. Always good. Always handy. We don't need to buy any fuel. And of course we will try and shoot any sea monsters that we come across. We're not really ready to be a combat ship. There's a sea monster there. Oops. 1 damage. Approach Mutton Island. Is there something in the air today? A restless breeze? It's probably nothing. Has something changed on Mutton Island? Mutton Island bustles. Villagers scurry on countless errands. The smell of baking fish wafts from ovens. Locals touch up the whitewash on their cottages. Bunting crowns the village. Sorry, much too busy. A royal visit. This is new. It's the Fruits of the Z Festival. The 30th. 30 were promised, 30 delivered. Now his complexity comes to visit our fair isle. We had this before, I think, on our previous captain. Basically means they all disappear, I think. Yeah. That's a shame. Don't you dare forget me. You stand on the bridge with the likely last locket in your hand. Not now. We're going down here. We'll see if we can explore down this way a little. Command canal. Travel to the surface. We need 22 fuel to go up to the surface. Crikey. We'll have a port report. Listen for surface gossip. One vision of the surface. So we need to come back here at some point with 22 fuel. That's a lot. Okay. Shops, no. Where's next? Yeah, we're gonna follow this down here. See if we can just pick up a few more destinations, a few more landmarks. I've got the lamp on because it helps to discover them, because there's a certain range to what you can discover, I think. I'll turn it off in a bit. You don't have to have it on all the time, just enough to identify places, I think. The Iron Republic. We think we went here before. There's a swirly whirlpool just there. I think you can just about see that. I think that when you do this you lose some terror, so I'm saving that. Although I'm not entirely sure. So I just flick the light on occasionally. See if it lights up anything interesting. See, when I put it on, I just gained some fragments there, right there. The Iron Republic. Factory engines roar like false lions. Compile a port report. Fund a tittering artificer's project. Nearly ready. Yes, yes, nearly ready. Nearly ready. I need more. You can have the prototype. When it's done, take it. Kill with it. I want to see what damage you can do with it. Ammunition will be difficult. It will cost you so much. But the weapon. Oh, the weapon. A forward-mounted weapon, which we can't use. With unusual characteristics. Okay. 12 devil bone dice and 7 Stygian ivory. That's not exactly easy. I'll take the port report. 1 port report. 1 tale of terror. 1 memory of a distant shore. Nice. They're worth something. The Market of Hungers with its spires and sigils. Is it a parody of the bazaar? Today, flies fill its arcades. Buzz, buzz. I gained 1 fragment and a terror. Oh. Shops. Buy fuel. Cheap fuel. Buy parabola linen. Ooh. Somebody wanted that, didn't they? There was a merchant who wanted parabola linen. 57. That's a lot of money. I think I'll leave that for now. I'll buy 2 cheap fuel while we're here. What the hell? No shipyard? No. Iron Republic. This will increase my terror or something else will happen. No, let's leave that. Thanks. Perhaps not. Off we go. Launch. Now, as we go south, this is where I died. My first character died. So, ooh, no, see? I'm not going to take that thing on. Let's go a different way. That's what happens down here. It's just a... Right, that's what killed me last time. That thing. Not taking that thing on again. It was bad news. No, 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 don't you dare. Just go another way. I'm not really here. Yeah, that's it. You go that way. I'm not messing around with that. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, you've seen me. You see? Oh, come on! Oh, question mark. Does that mean he's lost me? I hope so. 7 damage. He's lost me, thank goodness. What are these islands then? Anything up here? That's a merchant ship. He's blue. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here to uncover. Oh, it doesn't seem to be. Let's... Oh, just a jellyfish. I can kill that. Two or three shots to kill that, I think. Pigmoat Isle. Oh, this is the mice rats thing. Okay, we can go in here. Sure. On a lonely desert beach. See what awaits us. War. 2 figures. The Tale of Pigmoat Isle. Yes, we've done a bit of this before. So, we have... There's a rat and a... Well, I'll read this out. The figures were rodents. To my left was a ratus faber wearing goggles, a blacksmith's apron and an assortment of tools. To my right, an unusually large guinea pig wearing a helmet and breastplate reminiscent of nothing so much as the high Middle Ages. The rat stepped forward first and bowed. Welcome, Captain, to Rat Star Island. I am Edgar, 2nd Chief Engineer of the 3rd Rat Brigade. I invite yourself to avail yourself of fuel and food at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. The rat stepped back. At precisely the same moment, with what appeared to be the ease of long habit, the guinea pig scuttled forward and made a declamatory chirp. Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Cavia. I am Lady Augusta Devereux Swinch of the Blackwater Swinches, sentinel to our King Gracenor, first of his name. I invite you to avail yourself of fuel and food at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice. So we have to choose one of them. We can speak to each of them. We did this last time. If you want to read this text, you can pause here, have a look at it. We can talk to the sentinel. Fine. So, I have to make a choice. Last time I went with the rats, I think. So, we can't broker a peace. It doesn't work. This time, I'll try the sentinel. I'll try the guinea pigs this time. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. Okay. I bowed to the sentinel, who purred with pleasure, while the chief engineer gnashed his teeth but kept his distance. You have chosen wisely, Captain, said the sentinel. Come, and I will explain our situation to you in greater detail. So we get fuel and supplies. The sentinel led me to the southern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. We passed through a number of raised mounds of earth, mixed with fortifying strips of mushroom flesh, which I supposed to be makeshift walls. The settlement was dazzling. This side of the island appeared to be absolutely wreathed in scintillac. The Cavy's dwelling was awash with silver phosphorescence. It was a large colony. Most noticeable was the steam pinnacle, the impossible lamb that had run aground, from which the Cavies came and went, bearing supplies. To the right of the ship, further down the beach, a large group of Cavies lay on bundles of colourful cloth, whining and wailing as if in pain. To the left of the ship was a ramshackle tent of poles and linen, in front of which guinea pigs clashed against each other and sharpened their teeth. In the centre of the village was a covered dais, veritably festooned with colourful cloth and guarded by well-decorated knights. I suspected this is where King Gracenor kept counsel. Be welcome, Captain, in the kingdom of Cavia, capital of our isle and blessed by the light of Our Lady's eye. The sentinel spoke solemnly, but with a hint of sadness to her words. Or so it was, and shall be again. I must speak with our king and prepare your arrival. My page will show you the area and bring you in sight of his splendour in good time. Page? A much smaller guinea pig, its fur braided with a slender strip of parabola linen, scuttled over and bowed. The sentinel took her leave. So, there is a hospital, a steam pinnacle, a barracks, and we've seen enough. There's a hospital. I'm not going to read all this, but a lot of them are sick. Okay. Oh wow, there's a lot. Oh, we've been here. Yep. Steam Pinnacle. Was it overrun by rats? Never. The splendor of KV overtook this vessel. Okay. The barracks. Fine. So what do we have to do? It was time for my audience with the king. The page led me, crouching at first and then on my knees, before King Gracenor and the Sentinel. The king was the largest guinea pig I had ever seen, easily twice the size of the largest knight in his retinue. The Sentinel looked positively dainty next to him. "We are told," intoned the king, "that you have promised your assistance to the house of Kavy. This is agreeable to us. But what form shall your assistance take?" I had nothing to offer but my advice. I offered to retrieve the lady's eye by force. I had guns. I had a boat. I planned to row a raiding party to the northern side of the island where the Kavies could flank the rat settlement. An iron challenge. That looks easy. I plotted to steal the eye by cunning. Yes, let's take the challenge because I'm going to succeed on that. My plan succeeded perfectly. It was easy enough to sneak up on the settlement when the stolen eye gave off such light and cast such shadows around the shore. Even easier to do what we needed to be done when the Kavies were rallied by the sight of their treasure. What followed was a tremendous rout. Rats ripped apart, throats and bellies torn open, viscera slickening the sand. The Kavies took losses too, but soon the Sentinel declared the day won. I was rewarded with a substantial amount of scintillac. I saw to my surprise that the Kavies had spared a number of the rat children and were rounding them up. I commented favourably on this, praising the Sentinel's high-minded mercy. "My dear Captain, be assured that we shall treat them very well, but it is hardly mercy that motivates the preservation of an enemy's livestock." A small rat wept over a parent's severed torso before being prodded and pressed into a march. Hail Kavia. So, we got some scintillac. I'm not really sure what this all means. The rats were defeated. Kavia was triumphant. All that remained were the celebrations and the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night, and then I invited one of the Kavies to join us. I spoke on behalf of the rats. I would like to speak on behalf of the rats. I feel a bit bad that they got massacred in that battle. We can at least do that. The spoils of war. I appealed to the House of Kavi's grace and good breeding, and praised King Gracenor's magnanimity. Magnanimity. Perhaps the rats knew not what they did in stealing the eye. Perhaps they were only stumbling about in the dark for a light, as the Kavies were themselves while lost at sea. The Sentinel and King exchanged a look. The Sentinel murmured something into the King's ear, and he growled deep in his throat. "You saw only the front tip of our suffering, Captain. The rats must answer for every drop of noble blood spilt, and in kind. We will require a great many hearts and livers to repair the health of our kingdom. Our young shall eat their old, as is meet." The King's courtiers chatted appreciatively at his wordplay, while the knights separated the screaming young rats from the adults who had given up trying to fight. Ugh. We can have a guinea page, I guess. Welcome aboard. Time to leave. Let's do this. We've got a bit of terror now. We will keep our locket with the likely last, sure. I lost 1 terror. So, Hail Cavia. Can we visit the rat ghetto? Can we help them out at all? The cavies have forced their rivals into the swamp and hold them there with a high spiked wall. Thick black mud squelches underfoot as you pass through the guarded gates. Hungry eyes watch your approach. Smuggle fuel. Let's smuggle some fuel in. I can give them 2 fuel, that's okay. That might help to appease things. I don't want to try this, this is too high risk. This guarantees me the rat star but costs iron. No, we'll give them some fuel, that's a start. The rats huddle for heat, clinging tight to scraps of stolen blankets. A small bribe to a small guard gets the delivery through the gates. The rats scrape together what little they can to repay your kindness. So we've improved their spirit. Oh, we get a cache of curiosities. And we lost 2 fuel. What do we get in here? A tale of terror. Okay, and some flavor text. Can we do that again? We can. Sure. We got the same thing again. And we got mushroom wine. It's not really worth it. I don't want to give them... yeah, what the hell. Give them more fuel. Another cache of curiosities, and I get... spider silk. Okay, well I've... right. So the more I got the... the more I got up the spirit, the higher the chance of succeeding, so... that helps. Okay, let's leave it there for now, I think. We've spent a lot of fuel there. We spent 6 fuel. Yeah. We'll just do a little bit of exploring around here, then we'll leave, I think. I'm not sure this trip was entirely worth it, but hey. That's what this game's about. You've just got to see what happens. We're going to go back to London with no money, of course. I know this now. Let's just reveal this square. There we go. We'll go this way to Demio Island. I wouldn't mind blowing something up, to be honest. Moody's Light. We'll just dip down here. Down here. There's something. Oh, is this where the crab was last time and got stuck and we could kill it? Because if it is, I'll do that again. Doesn't look like. Okay. Wow, we're down to 4 fuel. This is not going to be a very worthwhile trip, to be honest. Okay, let's we'll take a port report. We can get almost free crew from here. See with the factor? Lost 2 terror, gained a supplies and a fragment. Gather supplies. We don't need supplies so much, and it's 50-50. I think you gain terror if you fail. We'll go up here to Station 3, then to the Sisterhood, and then we'll head back. This trip is not going to be worth it. Yeah. That's the risk you take. We're going over time on this video a little bit, but last episode was kind of short, so we'll stick with this to make up for it. Anything to do here? We don't have any more boxes or anything. Visit the Smith's Emporium? Does he want anything? Gain a fragment. Ask the Smith about his life on the island. He doubtless has his own perspective. He tells you that folk here keep to themselves. He says he doesn't go up to the building with the steeple, and the acolytes hardly ever come down here. It sounds like he prefers a solitary sort of life. He claims he prefers it that way. When he turns his back to his work, you see the chain of heart metal links he wears around his neck, and the closed locket that hangs from it. Okay. Is that it? Oh, that's it. That was our entire encounter? Okay. Return later. There's no shops running here, are there now? Okay. We'll go to Abbey Rock. Oh, hello. Thank you. Ooh. Dissect for knowledge. We've got supplies. We failed. Oh, okay. You hoard aboard and set to work with your knives and acids, and it flops unexpectedly into life. Sailors rush to your aid with guns and boarding pikes. By the time they're finished, you're unharmed, but there's not much left of the beast. You tip it reluctantly into the sea. Damn. Yeah, okay. We'll just go round this bit to the Abbey. I bet there's nothing here, but I'm supposed to make sure we get all of these as best we can anyway. Abbey Rock. We don't need supplies. We'll take a port report. That's not going to work. Watch the convent. We get 5 fragments. Like huge and deadly herons, the sisters stalk along the very tops of the walls. You watch through a spyglass as they leap and whirl, slashing at each other with a variety of frightening weapons. God, one of them just turned a somersault. That's all for now. 5 fragments. Okay. I think we'll call it there, and in our next episode we'll finish our journey back to London. I'm Agathis, I'm going offline, and I'll see you next time.